You believed stillness meant you were stuck. That quiet was a void to be filled. You filled it with noise, with motion, with doing, anything to avoid the silence that felt like falling. You became fluent in "I'm fine," expert in changing the subject, master of the polite smile that never quite reached your eyes. You perfected the art of disappearing behind the noise. You mistook motion for meaning, believed that needing rest meant you were lazy, but meaning without presence is just busyness wearing a mask of purpose. You normalized the ache of restlessness, believed this was just how you were wired, that peace was optional, that your true self couldn't afford to pause. You equated pausing with failing, believed that taking a breath meant you were falling behind. So, you kept moving, even when your soul craved presence. But what if stillness isn't emptiness? What if it's the space where your truest thoughts, your deepest feelings, your most creative ideas are born? You fear what happens if you stop. If you find stillness, will you be overwhelmed? Will you crumble under the weight of unprocessed thoughts? That underneath, silence means you were never busy enough? You've worn the label of busy or productive like a badge, not realizing it was also a shield that kept you from reconnecting with the part of you that knows peace. You've learned that being idle meant being worthless. So you numbed. You minimized your need for pause. You buried the feelings that you needed. Space. The truth is, the moving itself is the exhaustion. The performing, the numbing, the constant management of how productive you appear, it's what's draining you. You've been told to hustle, to seize the day. But what if hustling is what's keeping you from truly connecting with yourself? You've spent so long being the character everyone expected, you've almost forgotten what it feels like to just be, to exist without a script, without needing to manage the image of your productivity. What if your restlessness isn't a flaw? What if it's data, your body, your mind? They were trying to tell you it was time to stop and listen, and they were right. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are human. And being human means having limits, having needs, having a right to exist without constant doing. Real peace, real presence, isn't built on your performance of productivity. It's built on your ability to be still, exactly as you are, messy, complex, and whole. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about integrating it, making peace with the part of you who learned to run from stillness and giving her permission to rest now. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be uncertain. You are allowed to take up space without apology. You are allowed to be still. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world taught you that stillness was shameful. It's about coming home to yourself. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be perfect. You can start right where you are, honoring the part of you that's been waiting to pause. Start listening again. To your body. To your boundaries. To that small voice that whispers, "This doesn't feel right." It's time to stop normalizing what harms you and start honoring what nourishes you. You are worthy of love exactly as you are. Not for the act you put on, but for the beating heart beneath it. Not for your performance, but for your presence. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about rewriting the story. Not to forget the pain of moving, but to understand its role and reclaim your power to pause. The pressure you carried was never yours alone to bear. It was a burden placed upon you by a world obsessed with hustle. And now, it's time to lay it down. You are not broken. You are human. You are complex. You are worthy of love, support, and gentle healing, exactly as you are. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. Sometimes the deepest wounds are the quietest. For a gentle guide to help you identify, understand, and begin to heal these hidden parts of yourself, explore the link in the description.